£4 million a game.
And if you price it at that price range, a £5 for Wayne's, a £10 for adults, you'll fill the stadium. But what I'm saying is that cost effective? Can Celtic run it as a going concern and make money on it? Or would they be running it at a loss? Because they've obviously set that at £25.
Right, okay. So you're talking, if you were to say an adult writing 2 lanes would be an £20, right, for those 3 times 20,000 people, because you're taking times 20,000 seats, because you're third in the stadium over 18, 19 games. You're bringing in 7.2 million. 7.2 million. Now,
if you're taking more than 60% off the ticket price, and you're only bringing in a third extra, then there comes a point when, if you've only got 40,000 in, and we're back in it, we're back live. Well, that was an outage. It was an outage, Jim, but not as we know it. An outage, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it, Captain. Right, stay there. Let's see if we can get these two brothers back. Right, I should not done it. Come on. Right, what's the matter here? We're still doing it. 1, 2, 1, 2. We got another outage. Tell me we've got no more outages. Right, we're coming up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Hello, we're still live yet. And tonight's our call, our tune, our call, Crackpot McDougall time. Yes, so tonight's one is a more sombre tale. Tonight one is about heartbreak. Heartbreak. Has your heart ever been broken? Has your team ever died? Has the billionaires ever fucked off and left your club to die? Die a lonely, sad death? Has that happened to your club? It did to one team. And we're here to tell that story of that one team. Well, we don't really need to tell the story, because you probably all know it. James.
Alright, Tommy, how you doing?
Not bad, man, what's happening?
I fucking don't know. A lot of gremlins on the night.
I know, mate, I know, it's cool, but You're there, mate. You're here.
Aye, good. I
This,
was just going to say earlier, it was the parrot had said, kept saying to me to phone in, so guy's a legend. No, just going back to what we were talking about earlier when I got cut off, when I was talking about Labour and all that, if you think about Thatcher smashing the unions in the census community, with Right to Buy was one of them. Then Blair came along and kidded everybody on because people fell for things can only get better. Well, he pushed out PFI, a new Cameron has come in and he's reaping, he's reaping all the rewards. What these bastards have done now, I don't know if a lot of people know, but the NHS in England is privatised, right? From last year, they can use 49% of their beds for private patients. So what you can do now is you can pay extra and jump the queue, right? The blood services are out to an American company. They're giving them out to different smaller companies, and a lot of the Tories have got shares in these companies. Surprise, surprise. And you're finding that they've been obviously the zero contracts will bring them out, but what they're doing is they're telling people if you don't take these contracts out in England and review your contract, you're not getting a pay rise, right? And this is what they're doing now. They're cutting it up into wee bits, and they're all making money out of it. And the top guys just came here. I can't remember his name. Was it Grant? His second name is. He was in charge of the healthcare in America, and now he's come here and he's a top man in England now. And it's going to happen here eventually.
in Scotland, aye, probably. But that's frightening what you're saying there. You're telling me
It's
stuff.
a disaster down there.
And so basically half of it is up for, so if you wanted to go in for a hip replacement or whatever, if you had the cash, you get in there and that's you're seen it, you're done, aye.
But what the stuff I'm reading for the unions and that is, for the last year, and as I said, it wasn't publicised a lot, but 49% of the beds in England could be used for private patients, right? Because the hospitals needed to make money, right? But at the same time they're doing this, have you noticed that they're bringing out things about how hospitals have been doing terrible, right? It's not a coincidence why they're doing that. They'll say, well, the only way to fix it is this way, right? And as I said, the blood agencies is out to an American company. I can't even remember their name now. One of my friends was doing in Devon, and she's a district nurse, and she'd like to work down there, and she's speaking to a couple of the lasses, and they're like, don't come down. She said, we've been privatised. Offices are on the sick, they stress, because they've cut my enhancements and try to get us to work more hours and cutting them out. And nurses, and they were also saying that there have been several thousand nurses being either laid off or they've no filled the posts, right? But they've spent $2 billion on agency and bank nurses to cover that. And that's I think it's only for one reason, as they're going to end up filling them again with zero contracts or something along these lines. It's, they've totally decimated England.
It's a frightening tale, mate. I know, I can believe it, mate. I can. It's
all
shocking,
true,
mate.
totally true, you know what I mean? It's frightening. My mate's,
we're next on it, mate.
of course, I mean, my mate's a full-time regional officer for Unison. And, and he's been giving me some of the stuff and all, what's happening down there, and you're just like, it's just unbelievable. And they're getting away with it because the media, obviously the people, especially the BBC, which is the biggest, are not saying nothing about it. Not a fucking dicky bird are they saying about it. So nobody knows about it. And the only reason people are finding about ATOS and things up here is because, the online, Facebook and Twitter and things like that, and people are trying to get organised now against it. And it's just scandalous, you know what I mean? And they're getting away with it because they rule the media.
I know, that's what we need to do, mate. The more of us getting together and highlighting it and standing together. I mean, food banks are one thing and helping the people who are really got fuck all, mate. But we need to crystallise our thoughts and get it together. And it's brilliant that we've got media like this where we can do this, mate. And up until the last few years, all I used to phone the radio stations about was the economy and banks and conspiracies and all mad shit. I mean, I would go on Talk Sport, talking about the banks and all the fucking shit, and then for the last couple of years it's all been about the football for us, basically. And I feel, and at times that's why I bring that a boy there, Jonathan, and I was trying to get another boy on as well, anyway within, talking about a lot of the shit that's happening, because I feel guilty, because for the last couple of years all I've spoke about really has been about football, but the economy's went from bad to worse, and these dirty Tory bastards, they're ripping everybody a new one. And well, we've got the power and the tools here, like you say, the internet bandpots, mate. We've acquired these new tools, so it's up to us to develop it and to use it in different ways. And like the boy Jerry, who you were talking to a few minutes ago, I mean, he's already started doing that by speaking to the lassie who does a food bank, and he spoke to other people. You know, like, that's what we should all be doing, campaigning and getting to speak to these people that the mainstream media doesn't want to know about it. You know what I mean? And it's up to us to highlight it all, mate. And it's brilliant for you to mention that shit there, mate, because that's really a frightening reality that you've just painted there, mate. And it's fucking savage, mate.
One of my good friends, he's a good Tim Maureen, stays down in Widnes. She's around for Glasgow, and right self supporter, a good socialist, and she's goes up involved with ATOS and against ATOS and the bedroom tax and things. For Liverpool, she drives up to Liverpool for the meetings, and she was there a meeting on Tuesday and a meeting on Wednesday. And what's quite good about their group is they're all learning from each other. It's people that know their stuff, and they're telling everybody this is what you do when you go. Because what she's saying is if people go for an ATOS medical, obviously they don't. It's a woman.
It was something about the MPs, right? And they were up against the wall. And then the next day, and the thing that I hate is how they can bring out a think tank or a group or something, and they get all the headlines, this thing, and then they start talking about it. And all they did, instead of the media, which they should have been doing, was attacking the MPs for what they were fucking up to. And then it all just jumped ship, just turned around, and it was all about, we're bringing in these reforms because of the benefit fucking scoundrels who are doing this. It was some part of the benefit, and then when you worked it out, see the minuscule amount of money that it would have got. I think it was actually, I can't do it justice because I'm lying here fucking almost off sleeping, but